am Slick Nick, and I'm at a crossroads in my life. What should I do? I need someone with more life experience on this topic than I have to give me some vision, to give me some direction, to give me some revelation. So here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. I'm doing a very good job in my little journal here with all my calories. I'm specifically focusing on my protein every day. Right now, I've got a meal plan that is actually putting me at 171 complete grams of protein a day, easily. And I'm averaging 1,870 calories, which is a little bit of a deficit. It's enough to, in theory, be able to cut fat without losing muscle. And I've got at least 21 grams of fiber in there too. So that's my newest plan. Very happy about it. But ultimately, I've talked about this, that I've definitely shrunk. And at some point, it's not going to look good if I'm just a skinny guy. I need to be building muscle as I'm losing fat. Now, granted, there's that classic, infamous final 10 pounds of belly fat that's very hard to lose. Now, if I stay on this caloric deficit plan while keeping my protein high, in theory, I can slowly build more muscle as I continue to lose that fat. It may take a couple months to really get that, but if I stay to it, I think I'll be able to do it. Considering that I only weigh at this point about 157 pounds, and I'm consuming about 171 grams of protein every day, and I'm still in a little bit of a deficit. I'm still under 1,900 calories. And I'm at the gym 6 days a week, an average of about 45 minutes each day, and still walking for 30 minutes every single day in addition to that. So I'm doing a lot of things, but it's that sweet spot that I'm trying to find as I'm trying to continue to lose this excess stubborn body fat, the last to go. But here's the temptation. Temptation is, or I could just go in a caloric surplus and focus on even more protein, because once I flip that switch and go into surplus mode, my body's going to definitely, using the growth hormone, my muscles will be that much more likely to grow, especially if I'm doing those extra calories and even more protein than I am. I'm already doing more than my body weight grams per pound, but either way, that official switch hasn't flipped. I'm still in caloric deficit. That's not even mentioning maintenance. Like, if I really wanted to grow muscle, I understand that I need to really amp up. I need to add probably at least 700 calories every day, at least, if not more, mainly protein, in order to grow muscle mass. So really where I'm at is, should I be patient over these next couple months and just stick with my plan, stick in the caloric deficit with all the protein that I'm doing, because that should pay off in theory with all that I'm doing. That should get rid of the belly fat. And then afterwards, the reward would be, okay, full throttle, caloric surplus, more protein. I'd be happy with that. I'd be able to eat even more protein, more yogurt, more cottage cheese specifically is what I would be the happiest about. I love having that stuff. And I would amp up a little bit more of my fiber, a little bit more fruit in there too to go along with it. So ultimately, where I'm at is, should I just stick it out and lose the rest of this body fat, knowing that I shouldn't lose any muscle mass in the process, but knowing too I'm not going to be building a whole lot of muscle, if any, really, because I'm in a caloric deficit. I know that you can build muscle in a caloric deficit, but when you really want to build muscle, you got to go in that surplus. So that's where I'm at. I'm sorting that out. I might have less know-how than you do in this. I mean, I'm 40, so I know a lot of things that you don't, just because of life experience, but this is not something that I'm as well versed in. So if you have anything you can throw at me, I'm probably going to say, hey, thanks, let me try that out. Your comments belong right here.